welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight it's the first of three to start the new week between the Binghamton Rumble Ponies and the Hartford Yard Goats. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Stephan Serrano, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last three starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run, we may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
Stepping in, Benny Fisher. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First of three here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike one. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I'm looking forward to this one. They got their ace on the mound today. You get to the ballpark, you're ready to go. You're watching video. You know this guy is going to put his best foot forward, execute pitches to all quadrants. The opposition's got to be on point if they're going to have a chance today.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Davis has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Mark DeRosa, what do they have to do to get the season off to a good start on the road?
You know, Matty, when I look at this lineup at first glance, the fact that they're last in doubles doesn't mean a whole lot to me. But then you got to say to yourself, if they're not driving the ball in the gap, they're certainly not driving it out of the ballpark. So this offense has to clean it up, play a little bit differently, be a little bit more aggressive on the base pass, because you can't expect them to string a ton of hits together.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Digging in the switch hitter, Clay Parrish. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. So they get a man to second here in the top half, but he's stranded there. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Standing in, Duncan Chan. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Kramer at second with 2 down. This one's flared toward left center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. At the plate, Brett Shepard comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. A runner at first with no outs here. Lifted the other way to left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases.
That's how quickly things can change in this crazy game. The pitcher was upset about the call on the previous pitch, which could have been strike 3. Then he serves up one for a double. Good example of why you have to have a short memory in this game. You let those things get to you, and oftentimes they lead to more mistakes.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Benny Fisher. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Hit in the air down the right field line. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
Yeah, and you've got to ride these streaks as long as you possibly can, and he's doing that coming in right here. Came into this game on fire with the stick, and he's doing that here.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Ready for another chance? Brandon Nimmo flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Digging in for his second at bat, Josh Cowan. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the 0-2. This one's down to third. Chan comes up with it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in to try it again. Play Parrish as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Fisher stands at second with 2 gone. Swinging a soft liner, but an easy play over at third, and that'll be that. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Yard Goats are out on top, 3-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sean Cisneros. He'll swing it from the left side right here. 2 out, nobody on. Pulled toward right center field. Running hard. He's digging for second. Oh, and he misses it. He hit the corner and tries for third. Cisneros takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And the ball's waiting for him, and he's out at the plate as he pretty much just ran out of gas out there. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. 3 innings complete. The Yard Goats lead it 3-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Benny Fisher, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Right over the middle, knee high.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
0-1 pitch on its way. Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. The tying run is in to score from second. It's a 3-3 game.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Digging in once again, Brandon Nimmo. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt. A hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Striding in once again, Stephen Serrano. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. High in the air out to center field. Fisher patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Ready for another shot now. Alonzo Davis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Davis.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. The runner from first crosses the plate.
Man, that was a comedy of errors right there. They're kicking the ball all over the yard, and the runner on first comes all the way around to score. So you wonder why managers retire early? There's your answer right there.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Benny Fisher, coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Oh, here's a shot out to right center. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Dribbled down the third baseline. Throw won't get him at first. An infield single, and it's 1st and 3rd now.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at 1st and 3rd.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Ready once again, Josh Cowan, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball.
Oh, look at the diving stop. It's in time.
Wow, that was a great job to rob him of an RBI single. Showed some great athleticism, and it winds up being an RBI groundout instead.
Coming to the plate now, Sean Cisneros.
Number 9, Sean Cisneros.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Fisher has a play, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. 8th inning coming up. The Yard Goats are out on top 6-4. Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, Benny Fisher, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. He's set. Here it comes. Breaking ball in for a strike. Kelly aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit back up the middle. And there's a base hit as well, as that's into center field. 2 straight hits to kick off the 9th. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Now to the plate, Brandon Nimmo, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a bunt attempt here. Only play to first, so the sacrifice works that time. Standing in as the potential tying run, Josh Cowan, but a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit.
And that's going to bring in the run from second to make this a 1-run game now.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last.
And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Yard Goats rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Stefan Serrano wins his 3rd of the season. Walter Benitez earns the save out of the bullpen, his 8th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious Yard Goats. 6 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. They left 9 runners on base. For Binghamton, 5 runs on 11 hits.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the 2nd of 3 to start the week between the Binghamton Rumble Ponies and the Hartford Yard Goats. The Yard Goats have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Theodore Park, the right-hander from Korea, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
So striding in, Benny Fisher, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a cold strike 1. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today. You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Number 90 backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off.
Now at the plate, Alexi Valdez. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. The 1-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Fisher is after it, but he won't get there. Into the gap it goes. Kramer is on his way home. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
And this is a dream start of an inning for the guys at the plate and a nightmare for the pitcher and the defense. No outs, runner at first and second, and he just ropes a triple to start what could be a huge inning.
Into the box now, Duncan Chan, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Duncan Chan.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. High and deep to left center field. Fisher ranging back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
You know, Matty, I took a look at this lineup today and getting a chance to talk to some of the guys around the cage. One thing that they preached to me was the fact that they were dead last in the league in grounding into double plays and well aware of the fact that they don't shoot themselves.
Striding into the box, Brett Shepard. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Brett Shepard.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. And he can't track it down. A base hit. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game. And he's safe. And the run will score all the way from first. Now a 5-0 lead.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on.
Stepping into the box, Duncan Chan. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Rodriguez is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So a good bounce-back inning here after the 5-run outburst last time around. We've played 2 full. The Yard Goats lead it 5-0. Now at the plate, Benny Fisher. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Benny Fisher.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Yard Goats are out on top, 5-0. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Benny Fisher. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Line softly toward the hole. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
The batter, number 2.
Coming to the plate now, Gavin Cicchini. A fly out and a single for him so far. Fisher gets his lead at first, nobody out. Heading out towards shallow right. Sandoval is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in now, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Brandon Nimmo.
From the belt, the pitch, and that's in there for strike 1. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back safely. A 1 pitch on its way. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
1-2, here it comes. Chopped weakly to the left. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Clay Parrish, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
On a line, that's a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
This game is unbelievable sometimes, Dan. There's a bullet knock right there. You're expecting an RBI. He almost hit it too good. He can't even score.
Boy, too good is it, Mark. This is one right here. It just kind of gets out to the outfielder so quick that the runner not able to score from second base.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 5-3 ball game.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield.
Settling in now, Brett Shepard. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 1-2. Runners off for second. Now a flare out to left center. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season.
In now, Nate Kramer.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Lifted the other way out to left center.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
And that retires the side. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We're through 6 full. The Yard Goats lead it 5-3. At the plate, number 90. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Second baseman, number 90.
Here now the 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Fisher on the move. And that's the first out of the inning. So striding forward now, Benny Fisher. He singled his last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Towards second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Stepping in, Benny Fisher. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Benny Fisher.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
4 runs here in this half inning. Line to the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So, boy, the wheels really came off the bus here in the top of the 9th as a huge 9th inning rally has totally changed the complexion of this ball game.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind at the top of the 9th. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. Binghamton came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Jamie Callahan gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Frank Santana closes the door for the save, his 10th. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Binghamton Rumble Ponies. 7 runs, 8 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Yardmen, 6 runs, 10 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 38 minutes.
The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series between the Binghamton Rumble Ponies and the Hartford Yard Goats. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Brooks Pounders starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Into the box now, Benny Fisher, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Guys, you take a look at the home 9 as they enter play here this afternoon. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Matty, we've seen some good baseball in the first 2 games of this set, and expect another close one here. Both of the first 2 games decided by 1 run.
You know, D-Row, when you get in these series like this, when 1 run means so much, you like to be able to be the team to score first, but both these games have been very close, and it's going to boil down to who gets the big hits in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Yeah, Matty, this team has been putting up a lot of runs lately. From top to bottom, just swinging the bat super nice, pass the baton mentality. Guys not trying to do too much, trusting in the teammates behind them.
Into the box, Benny Fisher. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a line drive. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes it's a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Now batting. Right fielder.
At the plate, Josh Cowan. He reached on a single in his first try. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Sandoval going back on it, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Yard Goats are out on top, 2-1. Now at the plate, Alonzo Davis. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat.
Alonzo Davis.
The 1-1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center. Home run number 2 for him on the year, as it's now a 4-1 ball game.
Well, this game is definitely out of the norm from this guy. I mean, his ERA is in the 2s, and they're just hammering him all over the yard. That earned run average will be on the rise after this one.
The batter.
And that will bring up Doug Vanee. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 2 for him on the year as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers. He might be hitting that.
Now at the plate, Alexi Valdez.
Catcher, Alexi Valdez.
The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Cowan giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out. Digging in and looking for more, Benny Fisher. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fly ball out toward right field. Davis is there, 2 down. Digging in, Killian Galarraga. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Cowan is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Ready now, Jason Sandoval. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Morton at second with 2 down. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fisher is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Yard Goats lead it 5-2.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Yard Goats, number 25, Chris Campillo.
Leading off the inning, Benny Fisher, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Benny Fisher.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Heading out towards shallow right. Davis has it in his tracks. He's got it one away. Digging in and looking for more, Doug Benny. He homered back in the third inning in this one. We're in the eighth inning now of a 5-2 ball game. High in the air out to center field. Fisher is there. 2 down.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Yard Goats took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Brooks Pounders earns his first win of the season. Victor Esquivel was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Walter Benitez hammers down the save, his 9th of the year. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score. Hurt for the victorious Yard Goats. 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors,